Yes, Brandon, authorities say a driver was speeding, lost control of the car, drove through neighbors' yards, actually ricocheted off of this home, went flying into another person's home. Now, this incident all happened yesterday morning on Woodwick Drive. Dallas police say the driver died on scene, but the passenger was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The home where the car ended up belongs to Anthony Howard. His neighbors came over to check on him and his wife after they heard all the chaos.
This is my first home. Unfortunate events. That's all I can say. But I'm just lost for words. I just can't understand. You know, it's traumatizing, yes, but yeah, I really just can't disclose how I really feel.
Now, the family inside the other home the car hit say someone was watching over them as the vehicle nearly missed destroying the room their daughter was sleeping in. The driver of the vehicle has not yet been identified. Police believe speed played a factor in the crash. Now, crash investigators are now taking over to determine how exactly this happened. We will update you when we learn more information. Reporting live in Dallas, I'm Peyton May for Good Day.
And more than 100 people were forced to evacuate an American Airlines jet in Denver this weekend.
That video, check this out. It shows passengers and crew members using the emergency slide just to exit the plane on the tarmac. Smoke coming out there from the plane. You see it? A maintenance issue is thought to be to blame for this. People on board say the plane started to shake violently as it attempted to take off. Fox's Jeff Paul explains what went wrong.
Well, authorities say this all stems likely from a problem with the plane's landing gear. Witnesses say the plane was picking up speed for a takeoff when all of a sudden there was a loud bang, and what followed that is nothing short of terrifying.
You okay? No, he's not.
You can see passengers sliding down inflatable slides that were deployed from the exits of the front of the aircraft as they were trying to escape. Thick black smoke is billowing from the rear of the plane. Some passengers can be seen carrying whatever they can, one even clutching a child. Another person in the video even trips on the runway tarmac. But obviously, as first responders and air traffic controllers work to contain the situation, the biggest concern was the flames.
3023, you got a lot of smoke. 3023, there was some flames. Looks like the smoke's kind of dying down a bit. Roger. And you are actually on fire. Flame is smaller than it was.
This all happening just 2 days after a Southwest Airlines flight heading from Southern California to Las Vegas had to nosedive to avoid a possible mid-air collision with another aircraft. Authorities say the pilot of the Boeing 737 dropped hundreds of feet in a matter of seconds. The drop so dramatic, some passengers flew out of their seats, some smashing into the ceiling. No one was killed in either incident, although there were some injuries. The FAA is now investigating both situations. In Los Angeles, Jeff Paul, Fox News.
Multiple teenagers were seen surrendering to police following a deadly shooting in North Texas last night. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm Casey Stiegel. Police in Mesquite tell us one person was killed and another injured. Cops also confirm one boy has been arrested. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager joins us live tonight with more on what neighbors saw and new details of this investigation. Hey, Peyton.
Hi, Casey. And Mesquite police tell me a 15-year-old suspect turned himself in to police at the station this morning. Now, multiple teenagers were inside of this Mesquite home at the time of the shooting. Investigators tell me it wasn't a party, it wasn't a gathering, so they're still trying to figure out why those teenagers were there and what led up to this shooting.
A lot of gunshots, you know, very fast, pretty fast, but
Isaac Castillo was getting ready for bed Thursday evening when he heard multiple rounds of gunfire. He grabbed his phone to video, his finger over the lens, but able to capture a few more rounds.
No way those are fireworks.
Mesquite police say a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old were shot Thursday evening near the intersection of Pecan Creek Drive and Clay Mathis near Mesquite Metro Airport. The 15-year-old survived. The 16-year-old, identified as Brandon McGee, died on scene, according to investigators. Ring video starting around 9:30 p.m. shows flashing lights parked near the front of the neighborhood. Then police shift their focus to a two-story house, shining their flashlights on the front windows. Eventually, more officers arrive. Multiple people do come out with their hands up. It's a scene neighbors came home to.
The whole street was blocked off, and even in the back.
However, Mesquite police say a 15-year-old suspect wasn't arrested until Saturday morning. The department confirms to Fox 4 the suspect met with investigators at the station and was taken into custody. Police not releasing a motive at this time. Detectives say it's still too early in the investigation to determine what led up to the shooting.
I won't wish that pain on no mother, because I got 4 kids.
Mesquite police not releasing the name, the identity of the 15-year-old suspect since he is a juvenile, but they can tell me he is now charged with murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Casey?
Compelling video and young lives changed forever. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager working for us on a Saturday. Peyton, thanks for being here.
Well, not much time to spare before a Friday deadline, but this deal staves off what would have been 30% U.S. tariffs on some of our largest trading partners.
So we have good news. We've reached a deal.
They have a deal. President Trump in Scotland speaking alongside the president of the European Commission after what both sides say were dicey trade talks.
It's a good deal for everybody, I believe. And I think you were saying this is probably the biggest deal ever reached in any capacity, trade or beyond trade.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
With tough negotiations. I knew it at the beginning, and it was indeed very tough, but we came to good conclusions for both sides.
The deal sets relatively high across-the-board tariffs for most goods at 15%. But that's a far cry from the punishing levels that would have kicked in without a deal on Friday this week. And the potential impacts here go far beyond the markets. Critics say these tariffs will drive up inflation for U.S. consumers. But there is also a new requirement for EU nations to purchase more U.S. energy. And that could shift purchases away from Russia, which depends on that revenue to continue waging its costly war on Ukraine.
Those energy purchases, I think, are huge, both economically and geostrategically. $750 billion of energy purchases. That's enough to replace 3 full years of what they buy from Russia.
Now, the EU agreement adds to a list of trade deals that are nearing completion. But China remains a big question. U.S. and Chinese officials are set to resume trade talks today in Stockholm to try to hammer out a deal. In Washington, I'm Doug Luzader for Good Day.
Well, there could be some hope on the horizon in Southeast Asia. Leaders in Thailand and Cambodia are set to meet amid calls for peace.
Leaders from both countries are scheduled to meet this afternoon in Malaysia. Fighting started on Thursday after a landmine exploded along the border, wounding Thai soldiers. Both sides blamed each other for the conflict. Clashes have killed at least 30 people, causing 200,000 more to evacuate.